Yes, good evening to everyone. Let's start today's session. This is the second session of Python full stack development. In the last lecture, we just discussed about in Python full stack development, what subjects I'm going to cover, right? So who are new to this session, I request you to watch my yesterday demo lecture video. After completion of this session, our team will send a demo link. So please feel free to click on that and watch that video. And also you will get course content, complete course details, which I discussed in the last lecture. I'm requesting you who are new to this session, please watch the yesterday video. After this session, you will receive the demo link video. You can watch it so that you will get clarity. And yesterday's session, I discussed just first session, Python, what is Python and what purpose we are going to use, Django, REST API, Flask frameworks, and UI basics, SQLite3, MySQL. These subjects I'm going to cover in full stack development. And also we discuss about front-end development and back-end development, what things under comes into front-end development, what things under comes into back-end development, right? So in this full stack development sessions, I'm also going to cover key data analysis libraries or data science libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and AI tools also we can use for Python development as well as Django development. So how to use these tools to speed up your Python code and getting the Python information completely. We will use this AI tools also. So in today's session, my complete focus on Python, not only today. So from today onwards, we will focus up to 2 months to learn Python only. As I said yesterday, without having Python skills or Python knowledge, you can't go for rest of the subjects like Django, REST API, other frameworks, right? So Python is the main thing. You better to concentrate from here onwards, first 2 months in the process of learning Python only, sir. So let's talk about Python introduction. So as I said that Python is a programming language which is used to write coding part for the application development. Not only Python language, you can consider any languages like Java language, C#, .NET language, C++. All the languages are programming languages. Every programming language can be used to write development of coding part for the application development, right? Yes. But what type of language it is also we need to discuss. So Python is a general purpose programming language. Okay, general purpose programming language. So what is the meaning of general purpose here? I need to tell you. Very simple, sir. If the programming language is general purpose, that means we can develop any type of application using that language. So I'm saying Python is a general purpose programming language. That means that using Python, we can develop any type of applications. For example, web applications, network-based applications, business applications, data science applications, data analysis, AI applications, machine learning applications, and many more. Statistical analysis, data science, data engineering part, AWS, DevOps, anywhere you can use Python. That's what it is, a general purpose. Python was not designed for specific application development. That means only particular category application purpose not designed. It's designed completely for general purpose application implementation. It is a general purpose language. And Python is a high level language. See, sir, just because of high level language in Python, no need to write low level activities purpose any logic. So low level activities means what? Okay. So for example, when we deal with Python, okay, when we deal with Python, so you have to process some memory management, right? Means while writing Python program, you have to write some logic for memory management purpose also, in case if it is low level. So low level activities means memory management, code security, okay, memory allocation and deallocation, resource allocation and deallocation. It's going to happen at the time of program execution. But for memory allocation and deallocation and the security purpose, we are not going to implement any logic as a Python programmer, because Python is a high level language. Every high level language will taking care all the low level activities by default internally. Programmer contribution is not at all required. Okay. So complete high level language it is. You don't need to know how the actual logic is going to be performed internally, how the memory is going to be allocated. Okay. So complete internally it can be managed. So this is exactly uh, high level programming language advantages. Okay. So if it is high level, your programming language, no need to concentrate on internal activities. As a programmer, simply focus on your program and code and try to execute it. Next, Python is interpreted programming language. Interpreted, not compiler. Here I would like to give some clarity. We are all know that already some languages are the compiler based languages. Compiler based languages what? These are C language, C++, Java, C Sharp.NET. These are all compiler based languages examples. But I'm saying that our Python is interpreted based language, right? Yes. Most of the scripting languages like JavaScript, in Python, Perl script, shell script, all the scripting languages, most of the cases interpreted based languages only. So Python is an interpreted based language. Here I need to give clarity. What is difference between compiler based and interpreter based? Very simple way I'm telling you. For example, if I write 10 lines of logic code, 10 lines of logic code in C language, C++, Java, C Sharp.NET. Our program size is 10 lines. If I write that program using these languages, for example, just because of these languages are compiler based, what's going to happen, line by line, whole program at a time will check and execute, sir. Whole program at a time will check and execute. Just I'm telling you example 10 lines. Even if you write 100 lines in these languages, whole program at a time will check and execute, I'm saying. So while compiling the languages like C, C++, Java, C Sharp.NET, we will see number of errors in the error window, like 10 errors, 20 errors, 5 errors, 5 errors, like that only. After successful compilation, whole program at a time checking and compilation errors, there is no compilation errors means, so you can able to execute your logics. So this is happen in general compiler based programming languages. Okay, I'm saying that no matter how many number of lines of code you have written in these languages, especially these are compiler based languages, all compiler based languages code will be compiled at a time. How many number of lines of code you have written, no matter, whole program at a time will check and execute. Whereas in Python, assume that same 10 lines of logic code, if I write in Python standard, so that once the execution will begin, the line by line code will check and execute in Python. That is called interpreted. Interpreted means no matter how many number of lines of code in Python program, first line will check and it will interpret. And if it is okay, then control jump into next line. If that okay, control go to next line. So for example, in the third line, there is some issue or error. All of a sudden, Python interpreter will stop the execution. Only that error message will show you. So that's what I'm telling you. In Python program, how many number of lines of code have written, in which line first error occurrence, that line error only you will be able to see in the error window. You never see multiple number of errors at once. More than one, not at a time, only one error you are going to see that. Yes, your program may contain multiple errors, but first line, second line, line by line process checking, in first error in which line occur, that error only will disclose to you.
you have to focus on that error. You have to sort out that. So this is the advantage from the programmer's point of view, like this Python programmers. Because if you go through these languages, all of a sudden 20 errors will disclose that. Means you have to confuse which error need to be solved first. And if in Python, even though your program is having 20 lines, 20 errors, but only one error at a time, it will disclose, right? So you should focus on that error and rectify and move on forward only. So that is the advantage. Just because of interpreted language, we are able to execute line by line in Python. And just because of Python is interpreted language, so Python program execution little bit slow when compared to existing languages like other languages. But it is not a drawback, sir. I'm saying that Python language execution speed is little bit slow when compared to other languages like C language, C++, Java, C Sharp.NET. But it is not meaning that Python is having drawback. No, I can say according to me, even it is Python execution little bit slow, but it is better from the programmer point of view, so that line by line execution is going to be happen easily. We can able to debug your program, tracing your program is possible, sir. Okay. So this is interpreted and compiler, just differences. Now next, Python is dynamically typed programming language. It is one of the most important feature which we have in Python. Dynamically typed language. So let's say dynamically typed, statically typed differences. I'm saying C, C++, Java, C Sharp.NET are statically typed programming languages, sir. Yes, these are all statically typed. And I'm saying Python is a dynamically typed. Difference also I'll tell you just a moment. Dynamically typed programming language. These are very simple. In any languages, generally, most of the programmers, they can follow this syntax, especially while declaring the variable, right? Data type, data type, variable name equals to value. That's it. This syntax very much suitable for these languages, not Python. And data type is integer type, variable name is a, value is 100, then semicolon. This is very common syntax, right, sir? In any languages apart from Python, existing language like C, C++, C Sharp.NET, Java, anywhere we can follow this syntax. So these are statically typed, I'm saying. Let me give clarity. First, statically means what? Dynamically means what, sir? Very simple. Statically means during the program writing time. Suppose you are the programmer, you are writing the program, right? That period is nothing but statically typed. But dynamically means what, during the program execution time, you have complete your program, you are going to execute in the execution process, that is called dynamic. Got clarity? Now, in these languages, especially as a programmer, must and should have the clarity on the data type compulsory, because during the program writing time only, programmer should decide the data type of this variable based upon the value. For example, programmer decides the wrong data type while writing the code, especially in these languages, it leads to an error, because you mentioned value 100, but you are deciding the data type wrongly like string. It's not possible in other languages. So must and should have the clarity on data types priorly in these languages, especially because these are statically typed language. But in Python, as I said, Python is a dynamically typed. So it is a user-friendly language. So in Python language, what syntax in general we follow means simply variable name, equals to value. Even semicolon is also not required. Variable name is a equals to 100. Same. Compared to other languages, what difference you have noticed? I have not even mentioned any data type, right? Before variable a. Only value 100 and a is the variable name. That's it. Why? Because I have said already Python is a dynamically typed language. During the program execution time, by default, Python only will decide the data type for its variable based upon the value. Internally, Python decides for a integer type. So if I give 10.8, internally Python will decide the data type for a is float type. If I give name like this, internally Python will decide the data type for this variable is string type. So as a programmer, initial stage of learning Python, you need not to have the clarity on data types because we don't specify any data type during the program writing time. But during the program execution time, Python only will decide the data type for your variables based upon the value. This is user friendly. We need not to focus on data types. Which data type should I assign like this? Only focus on variable name and value. That's it. Okay, this is the main advantage dynamically typed language. But in other languages, programmers must and should have the clarity on data types before going to execute. Proper data type they should mention. Integer means integer, float means float, string means string, character means character, like that. But in Python, we never use any data types. But it doesn't mean that Python do not support data types. It support, but only it will not allow the programmers to decide data type while writing the code. During the program execution, data type automatically decide for the variable. Just for clarity, I'm opening one built-in editor, like this is ideally software, sir. So when we open this ideally integrated development learning environment, you don't worry, in tomorrow session, our main focus is how to download Python software and how to install step by step, what editors are required, and how many possible ways to write Python script and execute. I'll discuss in detail, don't worry. Only the thing is just I'm opening this basic editor of Python just for showing dynamically typed feature. Suppose here int a equals to 10. Is this valid syntax in Python? No, undoubtedly no. Because just now I said no, sir. When we work with variables, especially in Python language, just because of dynamically typed language, no need to specify any data type. But this syntax is very suitable for C language, C++ like this, int a equal to 10. But when I press enter, you can see syntax error we notice. So Python do not allow the programmers to specify the data type for the variable because of dynamically typed. Only should focus on variable name and value 10. Do you want to print the variable? You can use print function. Yes, we are getting print 10 value. Or else, for your curiosity, if you want to know which data type is decide for your variable a means, you can also use type function. It's a built-in function. Type of a means it's an integer type. So Python decides integer type of data type for variable a. For example, here I'm taking b equals to 23.4. If you want to print b, no need to use print function all the time here because it is basic editor. So directly you can specify b, value is printed. And do you want to know the type, data type of b? Type of b, float type it is clearly. So we are not going to concentrate on data types, right? Just simply we are declaring the variable and assign the value which you want. Based upon the value, Python only decide the data type for its variable. This is called user-friendly language. Yes, very comfortable language. Compared to other existing languages, very straightforward language it is. Okay, statically typed and dynamically typed means this is only, sir. Statically typed languages, these are. Dynamically typed language is Python. So this is dynamically typed language syntax. So our task will be easy if it is dynamically typed. No need to think much more about data types based upon the value. And finally, Python is case sensitive programming language. Case sensitive programming language. Yes, cases are very particular while working with Python code, sir. Case sensitive programming language means, again, if I use lowercase names, you have to use lowercase names through access. For example, a equals to 10. I can print a. It works well. But if I try to print capital A, will it work, sir? No. So names are very particular cases. Lowercase names if you are using, and you have to access with lowercase. Uppercase names if you are using, you have to access with uppercase. So you can see this when I try to access capital A, the name error we are getting, name A is not defined. Did you mean A? Yes, I mean A only, small letter. It's possible to access. So this is what type of programming language. Python is a general purpose. That means we can develop any type of applications, web application, desktop applications, network-based application, data science application, data analysis, and many more, and business applications. High level programming language means all the low level activities by default will take care by Python only. As a programmer, no need to write any explicit logic for implicit level programming, like low level activities purpose, no need to write any logics. Interpreted means line by line code will check and execute in Python. Dynamically typed means in Python language, while declaring the variable, no need to specify any data type from the programmer end. Based upon the value, Python only will decide the data type for its variable only. Case sensitive means lowercase names, uppercase names, properly you have to specify, sir. Okay. If you are using lowercase variables, you have to access with lowercase. If you are using uppercase variables, you have to access with uppercase like this one. So this is about case sensitive programming language. Fine. So finally, we got what type of language it is. Okay. What is Python? Programming language. What type of language? This is only. Next, why Python actually? The question is, why Python? I'm not asking about Python is used to develop software application. Yes, undoubtedly. Python is used to develop software applications only, sir. But why Python? Why not other existing languages? Most of the people, they are moving towards Python in the learning process, because the reason is Python syntaxes are very simple and straightforward. Okay. When we compare to when we compare to other languages, when we compare to other languages, Python syntaxes, Python syntax is straightforward, very simple and straightforward, very simple and straightforward. No complex logic. Okay, straightforward. No complex syntax. When we compare to other languages, Python syntax is very simple and straightforward. No complex syntax. So this is one reason why people are using Python. And main reason is Python offers huge standard libraries. Python offers huge standard libraries. Yes. When the moment we install Python software in your system, you will get huge standard libraries. So I said already, each library contains built-in classes. Library contains built-in classes. Built-in means already they developed some logic, built-in methods, and that means completely predefined implementation. So predefined implementation means already they have implement with these methods. Then these are called ready-made resources. Library contains built-in methods, predefined implementation. Directly we can able to use instead of developing from scratch. So the developer task will be easy. Cost of the development project will be reduced. That's what Python became a very popular language. Especially Python became a popular for data science and data analysis, AI and ML. Even Python very popular for web application development, e-commerce web development, because Python offer built-in libraries. We can finish the application development in quick process, no much more delay to deliver the product to the clients. So that's what Python became a popular language. So if you ask anybody to go with data science or data analysis or AI or ML, okay, so what they suggest you first, Python language. Why? Because Python offer plenty of libraries related to data science or AI and ML. Do you remember complete data science and AI is completely depend on Python only. So Python is everywhere nowadays. That's what Python is having huge popularity when compared to other existing languages. But I'm not saying that other existing languages are not useful. In that area, in that context, in their context, that are good. But especially nowadays, current trends context, I'm saying Python is too good when compared to other languages. So, and learning Python also, it's not a big deal actually. Even the person who don't have any basic knowledge or prior knowledge of C, C++, they can able to learn easily Python, because you feel very straightforward syntaxes, no much more lines of code you need to write. For example, if we consider, if we want to add two numbers, suppose I want to write program for adding two numbers. In Java or .NET people, they can declare first words are class name, open bracket, close bracket, right? And they must and should declare main method also compulsory, because their standards are like this: public void, public static void main. then string args. It's a command line argument, open bracket, close bracket. And now you have to declare the variables here. Integer type, A, B, C, three variables. A value initialization, B value initialization, C value logic expression equal to A plus B. And now you can see, do you want to print system.out.println? Just a rough program I am using. System.out.println C only. This is very standard code like this. Even if you go for C language, C++, Java, C Sharp.NET, everywhere, this much code compulsory I have to write just for adding two numbers. But when it comes to Python, no class, no brackets and no semicolons, nothing. Simply you can see how I am going to write A10, B20, C equal to A plus B and print C. That's it. Got it. So this is Python code, straightforward logic. So did I use any class or did I use any main method? No open brackets and close brackets, no semicolon, straightforward logic. Even you can also simplify much more. Just for clarity, I'm giving this variables and all. Direct addition of two numbers also we can do, like 34 plus 56, we got 90. So how much straightforward you can see this by looking this program, right? So that's what I am saying. It's easy to understand Python syntax, no complexity here. Okay, that's what Python became a popular, just because of it offer huge standard libraries. Undoubtedly, when compared to other languages, Python syntaxes are simple and straightforward, but it is not uh, just because of simple syntax as Python not became a popular. Because of its providing huge standard libraries, that's the reason Python became a popular. All the ready-made resources will come by default when we install Python software, sir. Okay. And now we will come to know that history of Python, basic history. So actually Python was designed, designed and developed. Python was designed and developed by Guido van Rossum. He is the man who invented Python. Guido van Rossum in the year of 1989. So initially, Python was designed and developed by Guido van Rossum in the year of 1989. Okay. So when he wants to develop his own project, he started his scripting language code. At that time, he has not decided any name of his programming language. Later, he decided the programming language called Python only. I'll tell you why he decided the language name called Python. So Python was designed and developed by Guido van Rossum in the year of 1989. But the first version of Python released released into the market in the year of 1991. So I am going to list out the basic versions of Python here. So look at this, first version is 0.9.0. Later they released 1.x, 2.x, 3.x. Right now we are in third version, sir. So here X indicates any number like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and so on. 2.1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. I'll tell you the lot of subversions are there. Every 20 days or 30 days when we visit official website, there will be a new version will be changed. Small updations will come from Python Foundation only. Okay. So this is the main thing actually. Suppose the first version of Python released in the year of 1991, right? Then the author decided why the name Python, as I said that. So actually the name Python for the programming language, okay, does not come from the snake language. People are thinking like that it come from the snake like Python. It actually comes from Monty Python Flying Circus Show. The name Python comes from Monty Monty Python Monty Python Flying Circus Show, which was broadcasted in BBC channel during the development of his programming language code. So the Guido van Rossum, he is the person, he is the fan of this show, which is broadcasted in BBC channel, Monty Python Flying Circus Show. That's what he has given working title of his programming language called Python. That's what the name comes from, Monty Python Flying Circus Show. It is a famous British comedy TV show in the 1980s. That's what he decided his programming language name is Python. This is a small story behind it, why the name is like this only, sir. Okay. Now, so let it come to the versions of Python. Initially, Python author is Guido van Rossum. Later, they are in the team of persons. Like now, currently Python is maintained. Currently, Python maintaining Python is maintaining by Python Software Foundation, PSF. This is the community people, Python Software Foundation. So this community people only, they are going to keep on release the new versions with the minor and major upgradations. Okay. Yes. Now to know about versions of Python, I'm saying this first version of Python is 0.9.0. Then 1.x, 2.x, 3.x. Currently the version is 3. We are in 3 versions. Third version actually. So version to versions, there is no much more major changes. Only minor changes only there here. Okay. So let me visit official website to get the more details about versions. I have written only just the main version, 0 version, 1 version, 2 version, but there are plenty of subversions also there. Do you want to get clarity about the versions? I strongly recommend to feel free to visit this official website, python.org. So www.python.org. This is the official version, sir. Okay, this is the version python.org. Now let's visit this official website and www.python.org. This is the homepage of official website. And do you want to read the documentation? Okay, beginner's guide, developer's guide, you can feel free to read it. And now you can see Python is maintained by Python Software Foundation. So about page is there. You can click on about. You will be able to get Python indications like open source applications, all the things, articles, you can read it. But I recommend just click on download and you will notice the latest version of Python is 3.14.0. We are in third version and 14 subversion. And moreover, Python is completely free software, sir. No need to do any license to get this Python software for sure. It's completely free software. And open source means the code also will be open source code will be open to all. You can feel free to visit this documentation section, get it the source code and use in your Python application implementation. And moreover, Python is completely cross-platform in the sense platform independent style. No matter what operating system you are using, like Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS, any operating system, it works well without having any issues. So this is Windows, Linux, Mac OS. And slowly scroll down and you will be able to see many download options here. You can see there are a lot of subversion I said, right? So in this drop down list, you will have the plenty of Python version and release date, and no need to concentrate to know about release date and versions. Only focus on main version 0, 1, 2, 3. But notice this, in this list of version list, you will not find any 2 below version and 1 version. Why? Because here 2.01, 0.1 onwards we have. So they were recommend to download 2 above versions for development of application. The reason is the Python Software Foundation Community, PSF, they have stopped the support for 0 version and 1 version. That's what we are not noticing these 2 version in that list only. They were recommend to download 2 and above version. But I recommend strongly third version, you better to learn for future growth in your career. So more features, add-on features are there in third version. So that will be good for current scenarios. All the libraries, upgradations, everything will be there in third version only. Even I will also go with the third version only, sir. Simple. Okay. Yes. So this is downloading process actually. Don't worry. Tomorrow I'll tell you how to download and check all the versions and all. For currently, for my existing batches, I have already download and install. But do you want to check Python software exists or not? Okay, simply I'm going to show you a simple command. So how to check whether Python software, Python software exists or not? Very simple, sir. how to check whether Python software exists or not. For this, simply go to command prompt. Okay, simply go to command prompt and then type, type, and then simply you can type the command what I'm mentioning here, Python space hyphen hyphen version. That's it. So this command is very common, sir. Instantly we can check the version, or instantly we can check whether Python exists or not in your computer especially. Okay, yes. So let me go to my command prompt. Even I have already Python software in my computer for my previous batches, currently going projects, going batches. Okay. So Python space hyphen hyphen version. When the moment I press enter, you can see I have already installed in my machine Python version 3.140. In case if you are new to Python programming, if you check this command in your command prompt, you will be able to get Python was not recognized or Python was not found. Very simple. That means you don't have Python software. Okay, you don't worry. Tomorrow I will uninstall in front of you only live session, and I will try to download Python software from official website, and step by step I will tell you clearly how to install it, and so that you will get clarity. And along with that, uh, how many possible ways to write Python code and execute in the initial stage of development of Python. There are several options I will show, like interactive window through we can write, notepad through we can write, Visual Studio Code through we can write, Python ideally through we can write, as well as PyCharm editor, which is our regular editor, that through we can write. So you will get tomorrow full clarity. Tomorrow is the very crucial session for all of you. Don't miss. If you are seriously about Python learning process, don't miss tomorrow's session, because tomorrow complete setup I am going to include. Okay. And meanwhile, let me explain important and basic Python features. You must and should know about features of Python also, sir. What are the basic and important features are there? So first feature is easy to learn and read, sir. Very simple. Python is easy to learn and use. So Python has simple and straightforward syntax. How you are going to read some English statements, same like that you can read Python code. Everybody can understand as a beginner level. Then it is one of the finest and easiest language for beginners to learn and understand clearly. So this is one of the basic feature. Next one is Python is interpreted programming language. As I mentioned already, interpreted means line by line code will check. Python code is executed line by line. No need for compilation total program. So easily we can detect errors quickly during the program execution time, because we are noticing only one error at once. So programmer concentrate on that error only to solve how it is. So this is easy to handle. And as I mentioned, dynamically typed. It is user-friendly language, right? Dynamically typed programming language means no need to define any data type priorly while writing the logic, only focus on variables and values. And moreover, Python is extensive standard library. As I mentioned, huge standard library, extensive standard library. Yes, extensive libraries. Lot of libraries will come and install once you install Python. Like, do you want to go for any type of application? Suppose I want to develop web applications with the Django framework. All Django required libraries will come. And do you want to data visualization? Suppose you have Excel data, Excel sheet with you. Do you want to represent the data visualization? That data visualization purpose, like Matplotlib libraries are there. So instantly you can finish your quick tasks all with Python libraries. No need to think much more about the logics. Okay. And Python is completely free and open source. As I mentioned, free and open source means you can feel free to download Python software from official website, and source code will be open directly. You can use it and modify it and distribute it. Means you can send to someone also. And another feature is Python is cross-platform. Cross-platform, it also called as in general platform independent style. Platform independent means it is not dependent. It will independent means anywhere it can run. Some softwares are Python dependent style, which will run only Windows operating system, or which will run only Unix or Linux, like that only. Okay. So next, Python is having large frameworks. Okay. It supports large frameworks. Supports large frameworks. What are the frameworks will support? Already I discussed in the last lecture, right? Django for web development, Flask for microservices programming in web development, and what we can say NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, data science or data visualization purpose. Okay. And next, another feature is it supports huge frameworks, REST API, Fast API, and so on. All the frameworks will be support Python only. And Python is portability in nature. Portable. Meaning is what? See, sir, right now, according to your requirement, you are writing Python script using Windows operating system. Later, due to some reasons, you have changed your operating system from Windows to Linux or Unix or Mac OS. But you have already implemented your logic, sir. And you can feel free to migrate your code from one platform to another platform, Windows to Unix, Linux, Mac OS. And your code will not get disturbed, and you will also get accurate result for sure. What result you have seen in Windows operating system, simple as it is without modification, you can able to run on any other operating system. You will get accurate result. This is called portable in nature. Means we can migrate our Python programs from one platform to another platform without any changes. Okay, so here, because Python is having complete flexibility in nature actually, so we can able to use it anywhere. Okay, so these are the most important basic features in Python: easy to learn and use, straightforward syntaxes, interpreted language, high level language, dynamically typed, huge standard libraries will be there. It's free and open source completely, cross platform, platform independent style. It supports large kind of frameworks, web development process, API development process, and portable in nature. So this is about today lecture, what we discuss, just what is Python, what type of language it is, and Python history and versions, and Python official website and features of Python. And tomorrow's session agenda is, this is our son. Don't miss that tomorrow. It's a crucial session is going to happen tomorrow. No matter whether you are continue this batch or not, at least if you attend tomorrow, you will get clarity how to get software down installation and downloading process, and how to work with multiple editors. You will come to know that. Okay. So tomorrow's session is how different ways. Sorry, this is the agenda of tomorrow's session. How to download and install Python software step by step manner, and different ways, like different ways to write Python logic and execute. This is our agenda. Different ways means what? There are several ways are there, sir. Using interactive mode means interactive mode in the sense Python ideally through. And next, using script mode. You can write Python code in Notepad. You can also run the code. Option 3, using ideally software, integrated development learning environment. Using PyCharm editor. This is our permanent editor, sir, which I'm going to conduct all the sessions with PyCharm editor only. At the same time, using using VS Code editor, Visual Studio Code editor. You will come to know complete picture. Okay, how many possible ways to write Python code and execute? Which editor is the best editor for beginner level practicing, which I'm going to disclose in tomorrow. So this is our agenda in tomorrow's session. Using interactive mode, using script mode, ideally PyCharm editor. Editor launching tomorrow is going to happen. Once editor launch is over, then we will start coding part, and we will continue our lectures with coding style. So this is the second demo session. Tomorrow, this concepts I'm going to cover. Don't miss. This is a crucial one. And if you miss tomorrow, again, if you join day after tomorrow, you may not understand how to set up Python. That's what I'm telling you. So regularity is important, at least in the initial stage of learning Python, so that you have to attend regular sessions. And who are new to this session, I am requesting you, please feel free to watch my demo lecture video, which is there in DurgaSoft YouTube channel, as well as once your session complete tomorrow morning, our team will communicate with you through mail. They will send the demo link video. Watch that video. Yesterday, I just discussed what is what
Python full stack development subjects, what subjects I'm going to teach in this sessions, right? So only Python, if you are enrolling, the duration of this Python course is 45 working days to 60 working days, like 50 to 60 days it will take to complete Python only. If you are looking for Python full stack development, including Python language, programming language, Django framework, REST framework, Flask framework, and UI basics, SQLite 3 along with MySQL. It will take 4 to 5 months duration, full stack duration it is. So who should go with only Python and who should go with complete full stack Python also? I mentioned it clearly in the last lecture. Please go through it. Okay. So this is about today. Now it's time to your turn to ask any question regarding this session as well as course details. So I'll wait here for 5 more minutes. You can feel free to ask me any question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I just need a small information about the course that you will be providing real life projects to us.
Obviously, don't say real life or real time. So you will get hands-on experience of the project. Real time, when we should call means if you are dealing with client, means you are developing applications for your client that are called real-time projects. We are not having clients. We are going to develop our own ourselves. These projects are called hands-on projects. I will deliver the hands-on project, real-time experience you will get with that coding and all. As I mentioned, at least 2 to 3 projects I'm going to include in this Django REST API sessions. Project also will be included.
So you will make us to do the project.
Yes, obviously you have to do. I am going to develop, and at the same time while listening the classes, you have to develop your projects. And same project you have to keep in your resume as a fresher to expose yourself that I am having real-time coding knowledge.
Okay, sir. Is any certificate is issued on this
Obviously, course
course?
completion letter will be provided by DURGASOFT
Okay,
at
sir.
the end of the course. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, I have missed the previous session. So
Hmm.
Gen AI also will be covered if I choose Python.
With a no, this is completely different, sir. Generative AI is different. Only Python with AI is different. Python, how AI is integrated means how to work with Python code with AI tools using like that. I'm going to cover generative AI complete. We are not going to generate AI tools.
I see.
But generative AI purpose, Python is required, compulsory script is required.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Sir, I have some doubts how the Python differentiate between double and float type.
Tell me.
How Python can differentiate between double and float types.
See,
We have double types and we have float.
Yes, yes. See, it is a dynamically typed language, right?
Yes.
That means what?
One more
We
question.
see, we need not to
Yeah, I
specify
got it.
any data type from our end.
Yeah, okay, sir. One more question, sir. I am connecting from Afghanistan. How can do the payment for that? It is possible or not? Any way is there to pay?
Yeah, possible. No worry. Our team will communicate with you with the mail. You can feel free to contact with them. They will assist you how to do these all the things. No worries at all.
Okay, sir. Sir, how can get the materials?
Obviously,
Do you have any material?
obviously, I'm telling you, you missed the yesterday session. That's what I'm asking you. Who are new to this session, please feel free to watch my demo lecture. Our team will send that demo video link, or else you can also feel free to visit YouTube channel. Let me try to show you how to watch my demo video in YouTube channel. Just simply go to YouTube search and type in the search box, YouTube search box, DurgaSoft. Simply DurgaSoft. Okay. You can
Okay,
type
sir.
DurgaSoft. Once you click on DurgaSoft, and there is a DurgaSoft word solution official YouTube channel, And there is a playlist option is there. You can see this. So this is the first video only. It is there, which is first video. This is otherwise you can click on playlist, and this is the playlist, one video which is uploaded in my last session. Today also second session, this video will be uploaded, added to this playlist. Only 4 demo sessions will be added to this YouTube channel playlist. You can feel free to watch this one so that you will get clarity.
Okay, sir. How many days is taking for advance?
See, core and advanced means only Python, but duration of this Python only means 50 to 60 days.
Okay.
And
With
you
advance, yeah?
With advanced means advanced
Yeah.
Python programming. So basic level of programming, intermediate level of programming, advanced level of programming will be covered in Python. But if you go for full stack development, means web development with the projects and all, do you want to become a full stack developer in Python standards? So you have to additionally learn after 2 months duration of Python completion. I'll start Django REST framework, which is for web development purpose. REST API, it is an extension of Django REST framework for API generation, Flask frameworks, and UI basics and database knowledge also you'll get. This is duration is 4 months duration compulsory.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Do you have a course content summary, like what will be covered in a Python basic plus?
Sure. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
So at
ma'am.
least, yeah.
If you are attended yesterday already, I think you have received the mail related to course content also. If you are new to this session, no problem. Tomorrow morning, you will receive the mail from our DURGASOFT team, and they have included all the links, video links, course content link, full stack course content link, everything is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So still you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. Yes, thanks for attending this session. I request you, please be there in the tomorrow session also. It is very important to you all. So because tomorrow I'm going to cover installation procedure and editor launching setup, everything we will cover step by step. Don't miss it. Okay. So have a nice time. See you tomorrow at same time, 7 p.m. and you can use the same link. You have still 2 more demo sessions. You can feel free to attend. After 2 more demo sessions, you can decide. Okay. Yes. Thank you.